In some message on the grid, the computation of the process of execution need to be implemented in required. So, which may be a return of data. And this allows data to be written and stored to be exchanged during contract. It is certainly convenient to be able to interact with contract, but couldn't it be great more easier to use? The method on the right is certainly useful because the contract interact with each other. But do you think it relies to be able to call another contract function more easily? In the previous example, it was not clear where the tolling contract where or not the contract for shown previously. However, we couldn't be interested to find out is the contract in the foreign contract or another contract, etc. before execution. Dynamic link is the point also mentioned in the previous slide. Details will be explained later, but as shown in example, dynamic link allows inline function trace of queries. So forward can call transfer function defined in Callee. And the forward flag relates contract of Callee. The previous example, validation is done to determine whether there is a contract in the Callee in the empty contract and empty contract, etc. Now let's dive into that stage. So, what is dynamic link? Dynamic link is a feature that allows the smart contract to flag single function defined in a smart contract. And link can receive return variable. In other words, as shown in figure 5, using the dynamic link, you can receive your return variable without such a 5. So in figure 5, transfer function of Callee is called inline, and the return variable is listed on the Callee. Dynamic link is realized by pairs from contract and stored from contract. And compression is advantage of one. In AwesomWasm, what is a contract in itself? Shown in the system. The important type is scope of WASM and software and software. I just explained that in dynamic link, the scope and scope for WASM are used. To enable the power use the function of power, and also smart contract can directly translate. As shown in figure 7, the power and the point directly translate their respective layers. From the next page, I will show you how definition and scope are handled in dynamic link. First, how the definition handled in dynamically. As shown in figure 7, we can easily ignore function supported by Callee by simply adding dynamic macro to tray. This also enables interface validation because Polar knows that its function of Callee, it can be used for validation. Second, how is expression handled in dynamically? Before explaining, let's get the terminal history. A function is forward point backlog is called forward point. The count forward point will be used in following explanation. Now, in the as shown in figure 7, forward points are transfer function and upwind function. Now I will explain how this work is handled in dynamically. Forward point of macro can be added to find a Fourier entry point. Similar to instancing for execute. This makes it possible to pull forward point from a caller. As shown in figure 7, any number of forward points can be defined in smart contract by making good use of definition and export in smart contract. Forward point can also call from the smart contract forward point. Because of this, because forward point can also call from the smart contract forward point, we also need to manage the track function. For these details will be explained later. Let's take a closer look at forward point. Figure 8 shows some forward points on the forward track. That just appeared in the previous slide. A forward point has the following two features. One is takes any number of serialized bytes of any type. This means not try to execute. These parameters have no common forms as other user-defined functions. In other words, it is possible to take any number of parameters according to developer's choice. Second type is returns is a number or single origin. Like the parameter, this is realized bytes of n type. There is no common form or single response such as execute. There is no common form or single response such as execute. And this allows developer to develop a simple specification that is easy to understand. In essence, it is designed to offer greater flexibility in both input and output compared to the execute. Now I will explain the interface validation that was mentioned earlier. As shown in figure 9, I explained earlier that Polar uses dynamic macro to compare this forward point of Callee, and the dynamic macro generates the function of validate interface as the Boolean API, which can be called to interface validation. And so this function can be used to check whether calling objects has a function like transfer function and upload function, etc., and to validate the calling function interface. And it is possible to check for the existence of a function before execution. This is provided for developer to use freely. Next, I will explain the importance of this right function that was mentioned earlier. As shown in figure 10, for points count only as a forward point, follow covers the lead function, find the forward, and forward post transfer function, find the positive. And the figure shows the function of forward point and the function of the function of polymer as the only function. Consider the case where the forward point goes from the forward to polymer and then from polymer to polymer. And the forward function is determined by context of such as execute or wait. So let's assume that execute is used in the case. First, the functions of polar and polymer are compared. The polymer's function is read only, so read only is compared. And next, the function of polymer and polymer are compared, and since the function of polymer is right function, but and cannot be made from economic functions, and features are better, indicating that it cannot be reflected. And so this information managed by the freehand, so the developers need only to write the proper function and do not worry about things such as like storage or pairing with each only function. And so this section describes the difference between dynamic link and the message and reply. First, if we consider the message and reply as the message box for the function defined in our contract, dynamic links have some advantages. As explained earlier, function can be called inline. Message reply requires message, but dynamic link does not. It is also flexible on in output. There are no common type smart contract can be lost according to the developer choice. However, dynamic link is not providing requested for message and reply. So it should be applied differently depending on the different cases. So for example, since dynamic link does not provide the ability to use other modules. For example, part module cannot be used in dynamic link. So therefore, if you want to use part module, so you have to use message and reply. Develop between dynamic link and message and reply. It's what we want to do. Let's look at how to prevent the intrusive attack in dynamic link. The dynamic link uses the function called the structure called the port stack. The port stack is the underscore contract. It prevents the intrusive attack by checking whether the address of contract about exist on the whole stack. So for example, consider case whole stack has the address of caller and the address of only one. And at this time, try to execute quality. So the Boolean checks if there is an address of 42 in the whole stack. In this case, there is no address, so execution process can be performed. Next, when the caller tries to execute caller again, the Boolean detects the contract is being executed again. So the caller's address in the call stack. So an error is returned reserved execution. In this way, then we can prevent the intrusive attack. So here I discuss the pros and cons of dynamics that we are talking about. The benefits are that function defined on the smart contract can be called inline. And by making the use of what's encode and export, interface validation can be done on one smart contract to another smart contract. And more inputs and outputs are more flexible than execute. Points to be aware are that to call a function from one smart contract to another smart contract, a call point must be observed. And other functions such as bank measure cannot be used. So if you want to use them, so you must use the message and reply. And so it is necessary to distinguish between dynamic link and message and reply depending on what we want to do. So finally, I will do a summary. As we've just discussed, we have used the innovating method to invoke a function from one contract to another contract. Using the advantage of WASM, and dynamically can inline call a function using call point and receives an example and enables interface validation from one contract to another. And these are references. So these all from so this is a sample contract, and please refer to when implemented dynamically. Here is a description of dynamic. So please check and refer to this page as well. And please feel free to take photos or screenshot. So I will wait 5 seconds. Okay, I think that we are on 5. Hope you have enough time. And finally, to end today's presentation, you can use the dynamic link to learn in hackathon, and we encourage you to participate in this hackathon, which will start tomorrow. So thank you for listening. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Thank you.